We've been busier than ever. We haven't stopped working throughout the pandemic.
The pandemic has been quite hard.
Certain families have been broken.
People who've been furloughed are only on 80% of the wage, so they've still got 100% of the bills.
Loss of income and being on benefits made it hard to actually manage.
The pandemic has had a devastating impact in Bradford, resulting in the demand for food banks trebling within 3 months. However, the pandemic has also shone a light on the importance of community, which has kept people going and put food on people's tables. Over at Grange Interlink Community Centre, volunteers and councillors have been working daily to distribute food packages across the district.
So what we're doing here is supporting families in need, children on free school meals, disadvantaged families. So we've got a lot of volunteers here who have been working very hard for the past few days. And what we're doing is every day we are sending out food parcels to these families with children. And that includes a daily meal, that includes fruit and potatoes. This pandemic really has shone a light on the inequalities that exist in society, and it's been really, really difficult for a lot of people, for a lot of families, to actually come to terms with and cope with the impact of COVID. So we're all doing whatever we can in our own little way.
This food bank at Lower Grange Community Centre in West Bradford has adapted to the needs of its diverse community by allowing people to select their food to suit dietary requirements such as halal or vegetarian.
So it's a pay-as-you-feel food bank. We found out that people prefer to pay a little bit rather than just charity. We didn't get as many service users when we were giving it away. So it's £3 for a small bag, £5 for a large, and you can get like a good week's shopping in that bag. The donations come from Morrison's, from Fair Share, and from like customer donations. And it runs every week. People come in, stock up on what they need, and it's been a godsend, to be honest, throughout this pandemic.
Do you think there's been a massive increase during the pandemic?
Yeah, it's a massive increase. From what we maybe used to only get like 10, 15 people, now it can be 30, 40 a week, and this is just one community centre. It's going on most community centres.
Shelley is one of many service users who tries to give back to the community whenever she can. This week she donated £10 instead of £3 for her bag of food.
It has been hard for people, and I can see that. And it's like I come here to the community centre, to the food bank, and I gave a little extra because if I can, that helps other families out. And I might not be able to do that every week, but while I can, I'll do it to the best of my ability. But see a need, fill a need. This is a lifeline. This is a lifeline to people. If I didn't have this, I'd be at home all the time and depression would kick back in. And we don't want that.
Almost a third of children in Bradford are living in poverty, which has an impact on diet and health. A recent report has highlighted concerns around obesity, with 40.8% of children classed as either overweight or obese by the end of Year 6. Councillor Sue Duffy has a district-wide responsibility for living well, and she has been working hard to make sure the 2,000 meals provided are healthy.
Well, some of the issue that we've got around the distributing food is that very often people who are living in poverty eat a really poor diet because unhealthy food is cheap. And so actually educating people to show them that they can have cheaper food, but that it can be healthy. That's one of the goals. And we've particularly focused on some of the food bags and boxes to make sure that they've got plenty of fruit and veg, but also that they've got easy meals, cheap meals, but nutritious meals as well.
Community spirit has been the lifeline for people before and during the pandemic.
Community is the bedrock of our society.
Community to me is just everybody pulling together. Everybody's got each other's back, and I think Bradford in itself has really stepped up during this pandemic.
We have all come together and it's been fantastic.
And there is hope this unity remains just as strong in the future too.
I think it's important that communities stick to that. It doesn't matter what background, nationality or race you're from, that you work together and make sure people do not suffer in silence.
We have met people that we wouldn't have met in everyday life.
And actually brought people together that otherwise, live in the same street and might not have spoken to each other for years, but they are all looking out for each other, supporting. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
It's great to see how the unity in the community, to me, I feel, has got a lot stronger than before, and I just hope and pray that it stays that way.
I mean, it's great that things are becoming a little bit more relaxed, but those kind of bonds kind of keep going.